What's up, guys? CliffBeats, no script, off the rip, but the one and only.
Yo, girl, Karen.
Now, do you know who Jim Jeffries is?
Nope.
Oh, yes. We're going to have some fun with this one, but we are going to need Cat for some edits, just to give you a heads up. So we have Jim Jeffries, Gun Control from Bear, Netflix special. Do me a favor, go like, go subscribe. Please show love to Jim Jeffries. Now, this is part one. We'll do them all in one video. So there's part one and part two, so stick around. Don't leave after this one video. I don't know why it's a section. Brains fried. All right. You ready to rock?
Ready to roll.
Let's jump into this. This is Karen's introduction to Jim Jeffries. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, before I start saying this, I want to say this, right? I believe in your right as Americans to have guns. I'm not trying to stop you from having guns. All I'm saying is this is my personal belief on the opinion. My opinion on the... it doesn't matter. I don't like guns, right? I'm going to say some things that are just facts, right? In Australia, we had guns. Right up until 1996. And in 1996, Australia had the biggest massacre on earth. Still hasn't been beaten. And now, after that, they banned the guns. Now, in the 10 years before Port Arthur, there was 10 massacres. Since the gun ban in 1996, there hasn't been a single massacre since. I don't know how or why this happened. Maybe it was a coincidence, right? Now, please understand that I understand that Australia and America are two vastly different cultures with different people, right? I get it. In Australia, we had the biggest massacre on earth, and the Australian government went, that's it, no more guns. And we all went, yeah, right then, that seems fair enough, really. Now, in America, you have the Sandy Hook massacre where little tiny children died, and your government went, maybe we'll get rid of the big guns?
It's so fucked up the way he said it.
And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my guns! So here's...
Also, don't get mad at us. We didn't say it. He said it.
It's the way he said it. I'll take my guns.
Here's where it gets confusing, right? Now, as I said, I am all for your Second Amendment rights. I think you should be able to have guns. It's in your Constitution. What I am not for is bullshit arguments and lies. There is one argument and one argument alone for having a gun, and this is the argument. Fuck off. I like guns. It's not the best argument, but it's all you've got.
What is your take on guns? Really quick, just yes or no. I never asked.
It's kind of complicated.
Okay, never mind then. We'll turn it into a whole conversation.
Because I'm like, yes, but also like, fuck, I think maybe not if we're not able to control ourselves.
Well, you see how it is in Chicago.
Yeah.
They have a big ban on guns, but there's more guns here.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I need to be able to protect myself, but also, am I protecting it? And you know?
Yeah, I got here. Let's go.
It's not the best argument, but it's all you've got. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I like something, don't take it away from me. But don't give me this other bullshit. The main one is, I need it for protection. I need to protect me.
That's me. I do. I need it for protection.
That's what I said.
That's I carry. You need it for protection.
I need to protect my family. Really? Is that why they're called assault rifles? Is it? Never heard of these fucking protection rifles you speak of? Protection? What the fuck are you talking about? You have a gun in your house, you're 80% more likely to use that gun on yourself than to shoot someone else. And people think, well, that'd never happen to me. You don't know that, because you know what? From time to time, we all get sad. One day you're happy, then you're sad, and then, it was... Protection? I had a break-in in Manchester, England, where I was tied up. I had my head cut. They threatened my girlfriend. They came through the window with a machete and a hammer. And Americans always go, well, imagine if you had a gun. And I'm like, all right. I was naked at the time. I wasn't wearing my holster. I wasn't staring at the window waiting for the machetes to come through. Like, what world do you live in where you're constantly fucking ready? You have guns guns because you like guns. That's why you go to gun conventions. That's why you read gun magazines. None of you give a shit about home security. None of you go to home security conventions. None of you read Padlock Monthly. None of you have a Facebook picture of you behind a secure door going, fucking yeah.
Behind a secure door.
Like you're going to be ready if someone comes into your house. You have it at all fucking time. By the way, most people who are breaking into your house just want your fucking TV.
That's not always necessarily true.
Yeah,
That's not true.
You think that people are coming to murder your family? How many fucking enemies do you have? Geez, you think a lot of yourself if you think everyone's coming to murder you. See, if you have it readily available, it becomes unsafe. You have it in your bedside table, one of your kids picks it up, thinks it's a toy, shoots another one of your kids. Happens every fucking day. People go, that would never happen in my house, because I'm a responsible gun owner. I keep my guns locked in a safe. Then there's no fucking protection! Someone comes into the house, you're like, wait there, fuckface. Oh, you've come to the wrong house here, buddy boy. I tell you what, I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay. Is it 32 to the left or 32 to the right? Your mother's birthday? Why the fuck would I know your fucking mother's birthday? Maybe if you didn't leave the window open because it's too hot in here, we wouldn't be getting fucking murdered, right?
I was like, some shit you'd be doing with the window open. Let's go.
Oh, because I'm afraid of the murderer coming through.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You get hot though when you sleep.
Yeah.
I can see you doing it.
I find the NRA to be hard work. But the fact that they always think the answer is more guns. After Sandy Hook happened, the NRA said, and I quote, "None of this would have happened if the teachers had guns." I think they're forgetting what school was like. Does anyone remember that casual teacher that used to, whenever she came onto school, that relief teacher came, you and your friends would see her and go, oh, we're going to make her cry.
They roll on the TV.
And then she'd stand in front of the class with a bit of chalk and her hands would be shaking. And you go, you're never getting married, are you, miss? Never going to happen for you. Then she gets back to a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. She'd be crying over the steering wheel. Just, why don't they like me? Let's give that a gun and see how things work out.
What did he call her? Did he say the C word?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Cat, we need to edit sound that. We can't say that here in the U.S.
And then they go, oh, well, answer to that, we'll just add more guns. They go, we'll put an armed security guard at every school across America. Yeah, that'll work out. The average security guard in America earns $16 an hour. Not a lot of wiggle room to be a fucking hero. Someone comes onto the school and you've got Kevin.
Kevin.
Now, I'm sure Kevin's shit hot at Call of Duty, but it might not fucking cut it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I understand that when I'm doing this joke in this room, 50% of you agree with me, 50% of you don't agree with me. And I do respect the people who don't agree with me. Don't think I don't. The 50% that don't agree with me, 20% of those people are smart enough to realise this is a comedy show and it's not to be taken seriously, and they're laughing along because it's just funny jokes, right? And then the next 20% are sort of phased out a little bit and looking around going, I wonder how they got that chandelier up there. And then there's the last 10%, and they're fucking furious. Right now, in this room, and the people watching at home, 10%
And watching the reaction, get mad at us or me. I've done this before.
of you are fucking seething. Just... And for a couple of reasons. First reason, I'm making good points.
Oh, we're going on part 2 right now. Oh, why did it disappear? No. All right, we're going on to part 2 right now. He said, I'm making good points. Where'd it go?
Oh man, what a way.
Second Second reason, and this is the big one. I'm foreign. And that's pissing the fuck out of you right now. And your brain is on a loop and you can't fucking turn it off. And it's just going around in a circle and you're just going, if you don't like it, go home. If you don't like it, go home. And my answer to that is no. Came here legally, I pay my taxes, I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Your First Amendment means that I can say the Second Amendment sucks dicks. And unless you're an American Indian, you're a fucking immigrant as well, so fuck off. People get so precious about it. Like, I understand that to Americans your constitution is very important. I respect it, but please understand that every country has one as well. It's no more special than any other constitution. We have one in Australia. I don't know what it says. I've never seen it. If there's a problem, we'll check it, but everything's going fine.
We'll check it.
And don't get me wrong.
Like I said, we'll check it.
I get that the Constitution's important to you. I get it, right? I've had people come up to me in my face and scream at me in car parks as I'm leaving the theatre, going, "You cannot change the Second Amendment." And I'm like, yes, you can. It's called an amendment. Like, if you can't change something, it's called an amendment. See, many of you need a thesaurus more than you need a constitution.
He's roasting the shit out of some people right now.
I don't know what a thesaurus is. Get a dictionary, work your way forward. Don't think your constitution is set in stone. You've changed things before. You used to have prohibition in there, right? And then people were like, hey, who likes getting fucked up? Yeah, I like getting fucked up too. Let's get that one out. Let's get that one out.
And we talked about earlier about, like, you know, how Chicago, like, they got rid of the guns, so now there's more guns in Chicago. Mm-hmm. That's what happened with Prohibition. Like, they got rid of all the alcohol. What happened? Well, they were getting alcohol from other countries and having it shipped here, which created a lot of the mob and gangs and stuff like that. So that was like, you know, it's just crazy how things work. And then they were like, all right, they're going to do it anyway, and there's too many murders and shit going on. Might as well legalize it.
This other thing in America called slavery. This other thing in America called slavery. And then Lincoln came along and went, that's it, no more slaves. And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my slaves. And then the same bullshit arguments came out that you have with guns. Why should I have my slaves taken off me? I'm a responsible slave owner. I am trained in how to use my slaves safely. Just because that guy mistreated his slaves doesn't mean that my rights should be taken away from me. I use my slaves to protect my family. I keep my slaves locked in a safe.
Oh, so wrong, man.
That's the thing. Why should I have my guns taken off me? I've done nothing wrong. Look.
You know what's crazy to think too is, like, even to this day, like, slavery is still happening around the world. So messed up, man. We got to get it together, humanity.
Why should I have my guns taken off me? I've done nothing wrong. Look, I agree with you. If you're a responsible gun owner and you don't fuck around with them, then you should be allowed your guns. You really should. But that's not how society works. We have to play to the 1% that are such fuckwits they ruin it for the rest of us. We have to walk as slow as our slowest person to keep society fucking moving, right? I take drugs like a fucking champion, right? We should all be allowed to take fucking drugs, but we can't, can we? Because Sarah took drugs and she stabbed her fucking kids. Thanks, Sarah, you fucked it up for everyone, right? Everyone should be allowed to drive their car as fast as they can do it, right? But we can't because Jonathan got drunk and ran over a family. Thanks, Jonathan! Now I have to drive at 30, you fucking idiot! See, that's the thing. Why should I have my guns taken off me? I'm responsible just because that guy's crazy. Who's to say you're not crazy? That's the thing about crazy people. They don't know they're crazy. That's what makes them crazy. The only thing you know for sure on this earth is I think, therefore I am. You know that you exist. Anything past that is open to interpretation, right? You know you exist and that's it. Right now, I think I'm in Boston talking to 1,200 people. That's what I think I'm doing. But there is a good to fair chance that I'm in a mental home standing in front of a white wall going, I hate guns, I hate guns, I hate guns.
Thinks about stuff like that.
That was hilarious.
That was really good.
He said, I think I'm in Boston talking to 1,200 people right now. Oh, man. I wanted to comment on so much, but I don't want to break this up. Oh, copyright reasons. Sorry. Whew.
Going, I hate guns, I hate guns, I hate guns.
Oh, I didn't notice you said I hate guns, I hate guns. I didn't know you said that. Okay. I thought he was making up like a hymn or something, making up some words.
See, one of the better arguments is, well, if you take the guns away, then only the criminals will have guns. Not true. When they banned the guns in Australia, it worked. When they banned them in Britain, it worked. Okay, that Bushmaster gun that the kid was going to use in Sandy Hook cost like $1,000 American. You can buy it in Walmart. It'll be delivered to your house. That's it, man. $1,000, right? That same gun in Australia on the black market costs $34,000. Now, if you have $34,000, you don't need to be a criminal. You've got $34,000. You're a great little saver. Keep going.
You're a great little saver.
So that covers the criminals, but that doesn't cover the people who want to murder your family, that are coming after you and your family. It kind of does. Like, the people who do the massacres, it covers them because, okay, the kid at Colorado who thought he was the Joker, let's say that he had some social issues. The kid at Sandy Hook was Asperger's as fuck.
If you notice, they all have mental health issues.
Yes, there's always,
Yep.
Right? I don't know if you know a lot about the black market, but you can't just rock up at the docks going, guns! Who wants to sell me a gun? Now, I'm going to wrap this up. We won't talk about it anymore. Now, see,
someone was clapping real hard, like, please get off the topic. You're making me uncomfortable.
We won't talk about it anymore. Now,
that one guy.
The one thing that I do really agree with the right to bear arms, I really agree with that. The real reason it was written was so that you could form a militia to fight against a tyrannical government. In case the government became a bunch of you could all get your guns and fight back. And that's what it was written. Yeah! And that made a hell of a lot of sense when it was just muskets. But you do know the government has drones, right? You get that? You're bringing guns to a drone fight. Like, if we went back to muskets, I'm all for it. Keep the Second Amendment. If we all have muskets, muskets are awesome. Every should be carrying a musket with them at all times. You know what's good about the musket? It gives you a lot of time to calm down. Someone calls your wife fat and you're like, fuck you, buddy.
That doesn't look right.
Ah, you're not a bad guy. You're all right.
That was really good.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. I know, right? It goes by so fast. So, what are your first impressions
That
of
was
Jim
really
Jeffries?
funny. It was funny. I like it. I like that he just addresses things head on.
Oh,
Seems to just go, oh, it doesn't matter. I know how you're gonna feel. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know how far Jim Jeffries can go. So if there's something you think Karen should check out, I highly suggest that you guys subscribe and comment down below. Let us know what you should see. Yeah, he's very funny, and he does bring up a lot of topics that need to be discussed or people discuss quite often, and he's not afraid to voice his opinion. I think in any art form, say making music or being a stand-up comic, you're supposed to kind of push those limits and get people thinking about things, because you're not supposed to really have a filter. You're supposed to be able to talk about whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's jokes. Like he was even saying, like, some people understand that these are just jokes right now.
Yeah.
So.
But I also like that he's like, but the First Amendment gives me the right to say that the Second Amendment sucks.
He's pretty funny, man. He's pretty funny. I went down the rabbit hole of Jim Jeffries, and this is mild. Let's just say that.
I like it. I always think that it's important to hear what other countries have to say about what's happening in our country, because it's the same as, for example, yourself. Sometimes you won't be so critical of yourself. You're very, it's hard to do that sometimes. But when somebody else says, hey, you got this going on, maybe you ought to figure that out, then it's like, oh, maybe I should think about that.
That's one of my favorite things about social media, to be honest with you, is when I got on here, because everything that I've ever learned is USA, USA, USA. I didn't learn much about, I learned everything on the map where everything was at.
Right.
If I ever wanted to research a topic, I'd go look into it and study it for, say, work purposes. But I wasn't listening to all these other, people from, like, say, the UK, Australia, China, Japan, wherever across the world. I didn't realize how much access I didn't realize how much I did not have access to when I was younger versus today. Today, you're able to, kind of look up anything that you want. And like you said, hear the opinions of other people from different countries and how they feel and what they think, But it's also hard to speak on something when you're not from, that place too as well. So all you could, like I said, these are just jokes and it's one person's opinion,
Yeah,
so,
100%. Sure.
Yeah, so, don't get too offended if anybody's watching. Like I said, I did this one before, around when my channel first started, and some people got real mad at me. And I was like, dude, I didn't say shit. Don't shoot the messenger, pun intended. I was like, I didn't do nothing. Like, it was Jim Jeffries talking, dude. But people were like messaging me, like, how dare you not like guns? I was like, I didn't even commentate, did I?
But I do like that point that he made, where it's like the Second Amendment was written so that you could,
which is true,
protect yourself against the tyrannical government. And now, like, he's right. What could we do when it comes down to, like, they got bombs and drones? Like,
well, the government's not supposed to be able to use the army against us.
I understand that, but come on.
Yeah, but think about the people in the army too. They are Americans as well. So
I know, but there are just people who will just follow rules because it's following the rules. It's literally, well, it's why history is or was what it was, right? Because people were willing to just follow orders. Didn't matter whether the order was the right thing to do or not. Some people are just willing to do it.
You know what tickles my pickle?
No.
Is how, I don't know where that came from, but you know what drives me nuts is how we wouldn't accept a 2% tax on tea, but we're able to accept a tax upon a tax upon a tax to get taxed on another tax for a tax.
Well, yeah.
Like, where are we at, people? Rise! I summon thee. We got to figure this out, because we all can't keep paying these property taxes and rents. And we got food earlier. What do they say? A handling fee for food, and then also charged us what, $3 for a slice of cheese, and then $3 for a slice of bread. I was like, what in the is? When I seen the receipt, I was like, I'm never ordering from this place again. I was like, there's no way. We got to fix this shit. Then we'll get to the gun. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'm glad you enjoyed. Guys, if you have any suggestions, comment down below. Is there anything you want to add before we get out of here? No. I'm glad you enjoyed Jim Jeffries. There's tons of artists or comics from around the world that I think Karen needs to see. Any suggestions, more than welcome. Thank you for watching with us. We hope you guys enjoy. You'll see a video pop up right here. Click it. And if you ever need me, my Instagram's linked in the description down below. Don't come at me for gun control. I have no say on the matter. This is Jim Jeffries say. But if you ever need someone to talk to, I got you guys back. And thank you so much for giving us a channel. We wouldn't have one without you. And please show love to Jim Jeffries. That is the most important part of this. Is we're here to support and promote the original artist. And show love to Netflix too. Ready to rock?
Ready to roll.
Let's do the damn thing. All right, we love you guys. Take care, and let us know what's next.